welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm glad you've joined our community. Check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos about the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your yoga practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. Now, in today's practice, we'll explore poses for energy to move and energize our bodies. You'll only need a chair for today's practice, and let's get started. So we're going to take just a moment to move forward in our chair. We're not leaning back. Pull those abdominals in and lift up nice and tall through the shoulders, or through the chest, and pull those shoulders down. Placing your hands lightly on the thighs, flip the palms up, close your eyes, and breathe. So taking just a moment to connect to that breath, inhaling and exhaling your natural breath. Now we're going to begin to elongate the breath. So we're going to inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Do that again. And breathe normally. Now we're going to inhale to 4 counts and exhale to 5 counts. It'll be something like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe normally. Now we're going to continue with that breath. We're going to inhale to 4 counts. And then I want you to exhale maybe to 5, 6, 7, even 8 counts before you inhale again. It'll be something like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Let's roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do that again. Forward and up and back and down. And then let's reverse it. Back and up and forward and down. One more. Back, up, forward, and down. Very, very good. Okay. So we're going to do a little neck stretching. We're going to go ahead and place our hands on the seat of the chair behind us, okay? So if you're not forward in your chair, you want to go ahead and move forward so that you can place your hands in the seat of the chair back behind you. Now, you're going to lift up nice and tall through the chest, and squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. There's just a little slight lift at the chin. Do you feel that? Nice little stretch here. Okay, so now from here, you're going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Oh my goodness, you feel that? Now drop your chin towards your chest. And then we're going to drop that left ear to that left shoulder. And we're going to drop that chin to chest. And we're going to release that. Oh, and let's roll those shoulders again. And do that one more time. And reverse it. Good. Okay, we're going to do that again. Ready? Let's squeeze up, lifting up through the chest, right? Up through the heart. Squeezing those shoulder blades back behind you. Go ahead and place the hands on that chair. All right. So now we're going to drop that left ear to that left shoulder. Now remember, continue to squeeze those shoulder blades so you're very active here in that upper body. All right. And then we're going to drop our chin towards our chest. Oh, that should feel really good. And let's drop that other ear down. Oh, one more breath here. And let's release that. One final shoulder roll. It should feel good. Maybe you want to do one at a time. It's all good, right? And then we're going to reverse that. Okay. Really, really good. So we're going to look over our right shoulder. Okay, so just kind of bringing the gaze across your body. Now I want you to look down. You feel that stretch? Just a little different stretch on the neck, right? Now we're going to look back center, and then we're just going to look up. Be very gentle here. Just listen to what your body is saying. If it's saying don't do it, don't do it. Go ahead and look center. Bring your gaze forward, and let's go to the other side. So we're just looking to the side, not stressing that neck at all. And then we're going to look down, and we're just going to hang out here and hold that for just a moment. Okay, then we're going to look back center, and then we're going to look up. So again, if the looking up doesn't work for you, you're going to leave that part out. Come back center. Go ahead and look forward again. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time. And what I want you to think about, this is the add-on. Remember in my class, you don't ever have to add on. But the add-on here is we're going to try to look beyond our shoulder. So not just to the shoulder, but try to look a little bit beyond. All right, so let's go back to that right side again. So we're looking a little bit beyond our shoulder. Now we're going to look down again. I don't know about you, but I feel a little deeper stretch there in the neck. Now we're going to look center, and we're going to look up. Again, that up only if it feels okay for your neck. And then we're going to look center again. Can you look any further over that shoulder? Oh, yeah. And then let's look center, right? Let's do the other side. Here we go. So look a little beyond the shoulder if that feels okay. And then look down. Yeah, that's a good neck stretch, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead and look center and then look up. Remember, only if that feels okay. And then we're going to look center, and then we're going to look forward. How about another shoulder roll, right? You feel like it? I kind of do. Maybe I'm going to move my neck around just a little bit too. Okay. So we're going to move into an extended mountain pose. Now in our extended mountain, the important thing is to keep those shoulders down, all right? So they're going to kind of want to inch up into the ears, but don't let it, okay? So here we go. Extending those arms up to the ceiling. Now, if it's okay, you're going to put your palms together, interlace your fingers, and take your pointer finger up to the ceiling. All right. So now we're just going to lean our mountain to the right. Now as you lean, I want you to try to think about keeping this side down. It's going to want to hike up, but I don't want you to let that happen. So I'm pressing down with that hip, I'm leaning. Now we're going to turn and we're going to look up at the ceiling. So it's just a little twist. You feel that? I do. That side waist is activated. Pull that belly in. Take that twist out. We're going to come up and then we're going to lean the other way. Remember, keep that opposite hip down. Feel the stretch first. Pull that belly in tight, and then we're going to turn and look up at the ceiling. So a little extended mountain with a twist. With a lean and a twist, actually, right? All right, take that twist out. Come all the way back up, and bring your hands back down to the side. All right, or back down to your thighs is what I meant to say. Okay, so we're going to move into Crescent Lunge. Take your right knee and open it. Now, you might feel a pretty good stretch on those inner thighs, so that's a good thing. We don't stretch our inner thighs very often, so this is a really good pose for that. Now, we're going to just let this knee fall straight down to the mat, okay? So this leg is straight down, So you should be feeling a stretch in this quadricep here. The hip flexor is getting a little love as well. Now I'm up on my back toes because that feels okay for me, and it gives me a nice stretch into that foot, which is a good thing too, all right? So if that feels okay for you, make sure your heart is lifted. Let's release it, and then we're going to do it one more time. Ready? Let's engage it one more time. So remember, we're warming up here, so we're just taking it super gentle, nothing too drastic, and let's release that and face forward. Okay, so we got to do the other side now. Let's go ahead and take that left knee and open it nice and wide. So feeling that inner thigh stretching first. Okay, let's take that right knee and let it fall down towards the floor. So I'm kind of looking over that bent knee, taking a moment here. I would just take that knee straight down to start with and get that feeling, because we're just kind of warming up here, right? So feel that stretch first. Up on those toes, if that feels okay for you, giving that foot a little stretch as well. Let's release it, and then let's do it one more time. Personally, I'm just going to push my foot back a little bit more to get a little deeper stretch into the quadricep muscle and that hip flexor. We're breathing here. We're not holding our breath. We're relaxing this glute. We just have one more breath. All right, let's go ahead and face forward. And grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing behind our chair. Now I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me just a little bit better. But you're going to stay behind your chair, okay? So this is a quadruped variation. We've done quadruped in my classes before if you've been with me. If you haven't, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll take us through the whole thing. But it's a little bit different from the version that we've done in the past, because we're going to use the back of our chair instead of the seat of our chair. So let's step back just a little bit so your arms are kind of long, all right? Now, you're going to take your right arm and you're going to extend it out in front of you. The palm is facing in. The shoulder is down, right? So I'm not here. Bring that shoulder down. This hand stays on the chair. And then your left leg is going to step back, okay? So this is a great variation of our traditional quadruped series. One more breath, and then we're going to bring the hand down and bring the foot up. And let's just go to the other side and kind of see how that feels. All right, so we're going to extend that left arm out and the right foot back. Toes are on the floor, belly is tight, hips are forward, shoulders are down, breathing naturally, and then bring the hand down and bring the foot in. Okay, so now the first add-on is we're just simply going to lift the leg. Instead of having the toes on the floor, we're going to lift, okay? So it's working, your glutes are going to work, your hamstrings going to work, all right? Extending nice and long through the spine. Okay, so let's do that. Right arm, left leg. We've done this one before. Get that sensation. Crown of the head stays towards the ceiling. Don't lean forward. Lift that foot up. Yeah. You feeling that, right? Quadricep is working hard. I said quadricep, I meant hamstring and glute. That's really what's working. I mean, the quad's engaged, but you don't feel it quite as much. You probably feel the quad more on the standing leg, don't you? All right, let's come center and let's go to the other side. So remember, belly is tight. Crown of the head lifts to the ceiling. I'm lifting that leg up. I'm working the back side of that leg. The hip is working hard. One more breath. Bring your hand down and lift. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, instead of keeping the head lifted, we're going to be, go ahead, let's do it together. Bring your right arm out. Bring that left leg back. You're on the toes. Now, as you lift that leg, I want you to extend over your chair. You see what's happening there? Now, those hips have to stay square. The hip of the leg that's in the air is the one that's going to want to hike up, but I don't want you to let that happen. Try to lift that leg up extending that arm out. One more breath. Put the foot down, bring the hand back to chair. And then we're going to do the other one. Here we go. Extending. Nice and long. I'm looking down. Keep the hips square. One more breath, and down we go. So now we're going to do a little flow with that, okay? The standing knee needs to stay straight. It's going to want to bend. Try to keep that leg straight. All right, are we ready? Whew, we're going to move through it, and we're going to breathe. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, extend. Inhale to prepare. Come center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, come center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, come center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, come center. Exhale, extend. Last one, last side. Inhale to come center. Exhale, extend. And come center and release. How did that feel? I know, right? That one is a little bit challenging. It's really good for us. A little challenge is good. All right, so let's come to the right side of our chair, and we're going to do a little warrior series, a little different than maybe we've done much in the past, but it's a really good one. So the leg next to the back of the chair, that's the foot that's going to step under. Remember, if you bend that knee, you want the knee or the shin to touch. So that's how far you want that foot to be under. Now, this opposite leg is going to take a step back, and that foot is at that angle, right? So the heel is down and the foot's at an angle. Bring your hips forward and bend that front knee. Okay, so now our legs are set. The bottom of the body is set, and we're going to stay here, and we're going to do a little bit with our arms, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is come up to goalpost arms. Now, we're going to bring our forearms towards one another, and then we're going to open. Remember, keeping this part of the arm parallel to the mat, okay? So, forearms together, and open. Forearms together, and open. One more. Forearms together, and open. Now, we're going to take those palms up to the ceiling, keep the elbows bent, and back down we go. Let's do that again. The elbows stay bent, the hands come towards the ceiling, belly stays tight. Don't lose that core work here. Belly tight, lengthen through that tailbone, lean those arms up, and down we have one more. Shoulders are staying down. Back down we go. Grab that chair. Okay, we got one final thing. One final thing. And then we're going to the other side. Are you feeling it, right? A little stretch here. All right, bring those elbows into the side. And they're going to stay by your side. Palms are facing up. Now you're going to cross one arm on top of the other right in the midline of the body. You see that? And then we're going to open. Let's do that again. Cross and open. Cross and open. Again. Cross and open. Cross and open. Last time. One arm is on top, open, then the other arm is on top, open, and release. How did that feel? I know, it was a lot, right? So we're standing. Let's go ahead and come to the other side while I talk. So that bottom of the body didn't get to move at all, and that begins to create some heat, didn't it? At least in my body it did. And then we did all this stuff with our arms. Okay, so remember, the leg next to the back of the chair, that's the one that we're going to bring. The foot is underneath. Bend that knee. Opposite leg steps back. Bring those hips around. Bend that front knee. Okay, so goalpost arms. So here we are in a beautiful, kind of a warrior one, really, a little bit, just different arms. Okay, are we ready? We're going to bring those forearms together, and then we're going to open. Bring those forearms together and open. Remember, don't lose your abdominals. Bring those forearms together, stand down that back leg, lifting up through the heart, and close and open. Okay, are we ready now? Arms are going to come up over our head and back down. Up over the head. And back down. Up and down. One more. Up and down. Okay, are we ready? Bring those elbows in, palms are facing up. One arm on top of the other, doesn't matter. Cross the midline of the body and open. Other arm on top, open. Again. Again. Close and open. Switch sides and open. Last one. Oh my goodness. And release. How did that feel? My legs, right? Your legs tired? We're fixing to do something for those legs again. Fixing to. Did you hear that? That's my Texas coming out. We're fixing to. All right. We're on the right side of that chair. Now, so what we're going to do, this is a lunge series, and it's going to be a little bit of work for our balance. So what I'd like for you to do is just take a little step back, because what's going to happen is we're going to take a step forward in lunge. So I want you to have the chair there for you if you need it, but we're going to try not to use that chair, okay? And then we'll step back and we'll lunge and we'll bring those feet together, okay? So I'm going to move a little bit forward just to give myself a little bit more room, but make sure you've got that chair where it's going to feel comfortable for you. So we're going to start with that right leg, and I'm not going to hold my chair, but you feel free to hold. All right, I'm going to bring my hands to heart. I'm going to step forward and lunge, and then that same foot, it steps back and my feet are together. Now the same leg is going to step back and you're going to lunge and your feet are together. Now watch that lunge, the same leg. Step forward, that knee goes straight down, right? This knee's behind those front toes, feet together, belly tight. Step back and lunge and feet together. Okay, so now we're going to do a little add-on. So instead of our feet coming together, we're going to just do a toe tap. Okay, let's do it. Step forward, lunge, toe tap. Step back, lunge, toe tap. Again, forward, lunge, toe tap. Back, lunge, toe tap. Okay, now that knee's going to come up. So instead of a toe tap, it's going to be a knee lift. Are we ready? Step forward, lunge, knee lift. There's that balance. Step back, lunge, knee lift. Forward, lunge, knee lift. Back, lunge, knee lift. We have one more. We've got this. Forward, lunge, knee lift. Back, lunge, knee lift. Hold. Can you hold it? Just a couple more breaths. Last breath. And down we go. Yay! Let's do the other side. So remember, get set up wherever you want so that you've got that chair, the back of that chair set for you. Okay, are we ready? Now do the other leg. You don't want to do the same leg. Ready? Here we go. Step forward, lunge. Make sure the knee's behind the toes. This knee straight down, feet together. Same leg. Step back, lunge, feet together. Again. Are we ready for the toe tap? Here we go. Forward, lunge, toe tap. Back, lunge, toe tap. Forward, lunge, toe tap. Same leg. All right, are we ready for the knee lift? Forward, lunge, knee lift. Back, lunge, knee lift. Forward, lunge, knee lift. Back, lunge, knee lift. Last time. Forward, lunge, knee lift. Back, lunge, knee lift. Hold. 3, 2, 1. and release. See how I put my toe down, but I got right back in, right? So any balance pose, go ahead and have a seat. When you fall out of it, which we all do at times, we get right back into it. Very, very good. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. Now the leg next to the chair, you're going to place that foot right under so that when you bend the knee, the shin touches. And then this other leg, you're going to take a step back, and that foot, the heel is down, and that foot is at that 45-degree angle. Move your hips to where they're facing the chair, the seat of the chair, okay? So the hips are around. Pull that belly in, lengthen through the tailbone. Pull the hands to heart. And here's a beautiful warrior one. Let's inhale to prepare and exhale, extend those arms to the ceiling. You can always leave your hands at heart if that feels better. All right, now inhale to prepare, and then you're gonna, with your right hand, you're gonna start that windmill around, and then you're gonna face me into a warrior two. Shoulders are down, squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. This knee tracks to that second toe. Ribs are in the center of the body. Flip that front palm up and back. Come back to that warrior two. Now the hand is going to come to the chair for that side angle pose. Notice how my shoulder, and wrist are in alignment. Well, it's really wrist, shoulder, wrist, right? So I'm not letting that upper body sink down. I'm lifting up nice and tall. One more breath here. Push through that front heel. Come back into that warrior two. Flip the palm up and back. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. And release. Okay, so let's come to the other side. And then we're going to do a couple of add-ons. But let's do the other side first. So the heel, remember the foot next to the back of the chair is the one that goes under. Bend that knee, shin touches. Take a step back with that opposite leg. The heel is down, right? The foot's at that angle. Bring those hips around. Now pull that belly in super tight. Lengthen through that tailbone, crown of the head to the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, fingertips to the ceiling. And there's your beautiful warrior one. Starting with your left hand, you're going to windmill around to your warrior two facing me. Look over those front fingertips, flip that palm up, reverse your warrior up and back. Looking up at the ceiling, if that feels okay on you, your neck, back to that warrior two. Now that hand is just going to come down to the chair. Lifting up nice and tall. Feels so good. One more breath. Push through the front heel, come back to that warrior two. Let's reverse it one more time. Come back to that warrior two. And release. Okay, very good. So did that feel all right? So what we're going to do is just a few add-ons in our side angle pose, okay? So let's go ahead and come back to the other side. Get set. Remember, foot under, back heel down, hips forward, bend the front knee, pull the belly in, right? Hands to heart. All right. Let's inhale here. Exhale, extend those arms up to the ceiling. Now go ahead and move into that warrior two. We've done this one. We know what we're doing. Let's go ahead and reverse our warrior just because it feels good. Okay, now this hand is going to go into the chair. So here is our traditional side angle pose. Now we're going to extend this hand by ear. So I call this bicep by ear. So you might just feel a little more stretch. So this is an extended side angle pose. All right, so there's a version. It's a great version. If you want to hang out here, hang out here. You're going to get a good stretch. If you want a little bit more, now I want to bring this arm back up. This hand that's supporting myself in the chair, I want to bring it down by my ankle. So it's kind of wrist by ankle. But the minute that happens, you can't let the upper body begin to sink, right? So you're using your abdominals to lift up. Now, if you want a little bit more, just if you want, the hand that's in the air is going to come back down by the hand that's by your leg, and you're going to revolve that side angle pose. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling this, especially the front leg, right? Building a little bit of heat there. Let's bring that hand back around, open back up, press into that warrior two, flip that palm up and back, and release. Step out of it. Okay, let's come to the other side. So we're going to start in our warrior one. So the foot is under the chair. We can bend that knee and feel the shin or the knee touching the chair. Step it back, right? Get those hips around, bend that front knee. Hands to heart. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the tailbone. All right, let's extend those arms up to the ceiling for a beautiful warrior one. Then we're going to move to our warrior two. We're going to flip our palm up and back to reverse our warrior. Back to warrior two, then we're going to move into side angle pose. And you can hang out right here. I get it. If you want a little bit more, we're going to move that bicep by ear. Extended side angle. Now, if you want more, you're going to bring this arm back and then you're going to let this wrist fall down by your ankle. But don't let the upper body collapse. You've got to stay nice and open here. The hand that's in the air, we're going to revolve our side angle. It's going to come down to the leg, and then you're going to bring that opposite arm up. Do not overextend the shoulder. Bring the hand back down, open back up. Press back into that warrior two. Let's reverse it one more time. Back to that warrior two. And release. All right, excellent work. We're going to come back onto the other side of your chair. Now, I've got one hand on the chair here, and the other arm is in cactus. We're going to lift the knee next to the chair. Okay? Now, this is a great version of just hanging out right here if you want to. But if you want a little bit more, we're going to come and bring that arm across our body, and then we're going to open it back up. Inhale, exhale, cross, and up. We're going to do that again. Cross, and up, and do that one more time. Cross and up. Okay, and then release it. How did that feel, right? Let's do the other side. So we're going to do that one more time on each side and try not to hold the chair. So we're just going to see how that feels, all right? So we're going to come up to cactus arm, bring that knee up, the knee next to the chair. And then we're going to cross, and we're going to bring it up. And we're going to cross and bring it up. And cross and up. One more. Cross and up and release. Okay. So now let's come back to this side of the chair. So your arm comes up to cactus, the other knee comes up. So what we're going to try to do is let go of the chair, and we're going to cross over and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. Let's do that one more time. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, and release. How did that do? I know, it's pretty challenging. Let's do the other side. So anytime when we're doing a balance pose, and we kind of come out of alignment from the center of the body like we're doing this, it's very challenging. Okay, so are we ready? We're going to let go, and we're going to cross. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, leg comes down. Let's do that again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Last time, we've got this. Cross. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift, and down. How'd that feel? Okay, good. So we're going to come behind our chair, and this is a Warrior 3 leg lift series. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me a little bit better. So what's going to happen, I'm stepping back. I've still got my hands on the chair, okay? Now, I'm going to lift my left leg up, and I'm going to lower my heart so that I'm in like a tabletop position. Now from here, I'm just going to bring my toes to the floor, and then I'm going to lift that leg up. Bring the toes to the floor and lift. Toes to the floor and lift. Toes down, lift. Toes down, lift. Building some heat in that leg. You feel it? And lift. Toes down and lift. Toes down and lift. 2 more. Toes, lift. Last one. We're going straight to the other side. Put that foot down. Now, the other toe, the other leg is going to lift. Ready? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Make sure the hips stay square. You're looking down at the mat. You're not, no wrinkles in the neck. So no pressure on that neck. Lift and lower. Keep going. Lift and lower. Abs tight. Lift and lower. Building heat. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower and release. Okay, so the final thing on this one is we'll be here. We're going to lift that leg, right, our upper bodies, and then we're going to bring that knee in and across to that opposite knee, elbow. That's what I meant to say. And then you're going to extend it out, okay? So then we're going to bring the knee into the chest, cross over to the elbow, and out, okay? Are we ready? Here we go. So I'm stepping away. My upper body is coming forward, and I'm looking down at the mat. So no wrinkles in that neck. Let's bring that left foot up. It doesn't matter which one. Just we're going to switch. So bring that leg up. Now, you're going to bring the knee in and cross it over to that extended elbow, the opposite elbow, and then out. Bring that knee in, cross to that opposite elbow. Push that leg out. Bring that knee in, cross. Push that leg out. Knee in and cross. Push the leg out. Belly tight. Knee in and cross. Push it out. 1 more. Knee in and cross. Push that leg out. Put that foot on the floor straight to the other side. Lift that leg. Now bring the knee in. Cross to that opposite elbow. Push it back. Bring that knee in. Cross. Push it back. Knee comes in and crosses. Push that leg back. Knee comes in and crosses. Push it back. Bring it in, cross. Push it back. Last time. Bring that knee in. Push it back. Put that leg down. And release. Okay, that got my heart rate up. I don't know about you. But I've got a little lifted heart rate there. Let's come to seated and grab a sip of water. We're going to bend our arms, bend your elbows, have the elbows in towards the side of the waist, and the palms are facing up. Okay? So we're going to bring our hands in front, and then we're going to bring them out to the side. And then we're going to bring them in, and we're going to bring them out. Let's do that 2 more times. So the elbows stay in near the waist. The elbows are not moving. It's just those shoulders. All right. Now we're going to add a knee lift, okay? So as your arms are out, you're going to lift a knee, and then you're going to put the knee down and bring the arms in. And other side. And in. Lift that knee, and in. Again. Good. Now not leaning back, crown of the head stays up to the ceiling. Use your abdominals and quads. Lift One more on each side. And release. Okay, really good. So we're going to do a malasana garland pose variation today. So we're going to move a little bit forward in our chair. And so instead of leaning over like if you've done malasana with me before, you'll know we'll be leaning forward. But this time, we're going to stay seated upright. So leave your crown of the head to the ceiling. Now, we're going to straighten our arms, and I want you to bring the palms of the hands facing one another so the backs of the palms are on the inside of those thighs. Now, I want you to engage your knees, press in, and I want you to engage your arms and press those hands out. And let's release it. So let's do that again. It's an isometric stretch here. Press it out. And release. You should be feeling a lot of work on those arms. Let's do it one more time. And release. Now the hands are going to go on the outside of the legs. So you're going to be pressing the legs out and the arms in. Let's do it. Press it. And release. So this is, you get out of it what you put in, right? And release. Let's do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. And release. Very good. So the next series is a little bit of memory work. So I'm going to cue through it. We're going to be moving and twisting our arms and doing some things, and I'll cue it at first. And then I'm going to stop cueing it, and let's see if we can do it with just from our memory. Okay? So let's extend our arms out. Now, we're going to twist our arms 4 times, okay? So it's twist, 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 twist. Now, you're going to bring the arms down and up, and then we're going to do it 2 times. Twist and twist, and down and up. 2 times again, twist and twist. Now, hands overhead and out for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, down and up. 2, 1, down and up. 2, 1, overhead. Again. 4, down and up. 2, down and up. 2, overhead. 4. And release. How'd you do? Did you remember the series? Just a little memory work there. All right, very good. So we're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wide. Doesn't have to be super wide, just a little bit wide. And then we're going to drop one knee towards the floor. I don't know, you see how I'm kind of twisting a little bit? And then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to twist the other side. So it's a little bit like a crescent lunge, and then up. So that knee comes down just a little, and then up, and then this knee comes down. Do you see what's happening there? And then up. Let's do that again. And up. Last time. And up. Very good. Go ahead and bring those legs in and take just a little break. Okay. So now we've done a little bit with those legs. We're going to do a little bit now for the shoulders. So we're going to do a heel toe and a heel toe, right? Doesn't have to be too wide, just whatever feels comfortable for you. Now, we're going to take this right shoulder and we're going to let it dip. It's not a huge dip, so I'm not trying to get it down the way we've done in other classes. This is a little bit different, so it's just a little bit of a dip. And then come up, and then let's do the other side. Just kind of see how that feels, right? So you see what I'm doing there? It's just a little dip of that shoulder. And then up. Okay, so now the only add-on here, we're going to let that shoulder fall down. Then I want you to shrug your shoulder up into the ear. Feel it? It's a little different, right? and down. Okay, let's release that. Let's do the other side. Dip, shrug, hold, release, and up. Let's do it again. Dip, shrug, release, and lift. Other side. Dip, shrug, release, and up. Very good. Okay, heel toe those feet back together. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Toes are up to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. We're going to lengthen nice and long through our spine. Hold on to those thighs. Let the heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Look beyond your toes. Feel the hamstring stretch. And lift it up. Let's do that again. Lengthen and hinge. Now, you want to keep the legs straight, right? So our tendency is wanting to bend the knee so we can get our heart closer to the thigh. The minute you bend that knee, you're minimizing the stretch that's happening in the hamstring. So we want to keep the legs straight, okay? Doesn't matter how far the heart comes down. Makes absolutely no difference. Keeping the legs straight, though, makes a big difference. All right, let's come up and do the other side. So extending that other leg long, toes to the ceiling, lengthen. Now keep the back flat, look beyond your toes. Feel that stretch in the back side of that leg. Tuck the chin and roll it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Okay. So getting ready for pigeon pose. So let's take this ankle, place it on that leg. So it's in front of the knee there. And this could be your version of pigeon pose, and this is what you want to do. Absolutely fine. If you want just a little bit more, oh, you know what I didn't say is if you wanted to cross ankle to ankle, that's absolutely fine too, right? So crossing ankle to ankle is fine, or you can bring that ankle up in front of that knee. Okay, so now if you want more, you're going to lengthen through the spine and let the heart fall forward. Even if you have ankle to ankle, doing this version, you'll feel a little more stretch. So what are we stretching? Right back here. You feel that? I do. Okay, tuck the chin, roll it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Nice and long through the spine. Keep the back flat, looking beyond, out, right? And roll it up. Okay, let's switch sides. So remember, ankle to ankle is fine, or ankle to knee. Just hang out here for a couple of moments, couple of breaths, kind of letting that hip feel what we're trying to get it to do. Now, lengthening through the spine, letting that heart fall forward. Oh, yeah. There's that hip glute area. Tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that one more time. Lengthen nice and long through the spine, and let that heart fall forward. One more breath, and up we go. All right, getting ready for shavasana pose. We're going to sit back in our chair. Hands are going to rest lightly on the thighs. Lift those palms up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out.
Make the commitment. Sometimes you can choose from a wide range of options, and other times you must go with the only one you have. In each case, there are advantages and disadvantages. Options provide you with great flexibility, but they can also be difficult. When much is riding on a choice, making that choice has a way of being stressful and burdensome. A lack of options is limiting, but also in some ways liberating. When you have no choices, you don't need to spend time or energy choosing, and can jump straight into whatever must be done. When you have options, choose one, and then move forward with it. When you don't have a choice, accept the situation and make it your business to move forward from it. Whether there are dozens of paths across the landscape, or just one, you must do the work to traverse a single path. Once you begin, once you commit, Any options you may or may not have previously had become irrelevant. So go ahead, make the commitment, no matter how many options you do or do not have. Make your way forward, step after step, from wherever you are able to begin.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head just a gentle tug. Release it. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open the mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.